Folks, today on the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel, we're going to show you how to take free fertilizer and make this happen to your pastures. Look at this growth. This was bare land 2 years ago. Last year, I put this product down. It cost me nothing. And look at my lush pastures. Let's have some fun and learn today. Contact.
I ain't afraid of work. I ain't afraid of play. I ain't afraid to get the job done and do it my own damn way. I ain't afraid of life. Times like this. If you mess with my freedom, I'll tell you just what you can kiss.
Hey everybody, this is Josh. Welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm. This is a regenerative farm, and what we're going to show you guys today is something pretty cool. So we've got the little 55 horsepower TYM tractor here, and we've got the batwing mower behind it. If you didn't already see that video, whether the 50 horsepower tractor would pull the big 16-foot batwing, you need to see it. It's pretty cool. I'll post a link at the end of this video so you can see how this tractor performed with that monstrous mower on the back. This thing should only have a 6-foot cutter behind it. It was an interesting video. So today what we're going to be doing, guys, we're a regenerative farm. I'm trying to avoid at all costs putting any outside inputs such as fertilizer from the local co-op, any chemicals sprayed on the land, anything other than natural systems. And today what we're going to talk about a little bit is spreading mulch and spreading sawdust and shavings out on your land to help promote growth. And we'll walk you around. I'm going to show you some places where I did this, and we're going to hook this up to the manure spreader. I've got an ABI manure spreader. We're going to load it full, and we're going to spread this stuff out. It's pretty cool, pretty fun, and great education for you guys who are trying to farm naturally, holistically, and regeneratively. So, hope you enjoy the video. Let's get busy. Down to business. All right, guys, welcome back to the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. If this is your first time here or your 50 millionth time, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. We've got over 1,700 videos out here on farming and other fun stuff, as in got a race car in there, got a few other cool things going on, restorations, all sorts of stuff. So this is the TYM T574 tractor. I'm not sponsored by TYM. This is the Woods Batwing mower. I'm not sponsored by Woods, but these are two pieces of equipment that are being utilized on this farm. The first thing I've got to do is I've got to take this guy loose, but I want to talk to you a little bit about the tractor and about the systems that we're going to be using with this tractor in order to operate the manure spreader appropriately, and then we'll take you over to the manure spreader. So the manure spreader will be towed behind the tractor. It'll be hooked up to the PTO shaft, and you'll see me do all this here in just a minute, and we'll have hydraulics hooked up. The hydraulic hookups open and close the rear gate on the manure spreader and also engage the manure spreader to drive these wood chips through the spreader. Now, over time, what have I done here on the farm? Anytime I have the opportunity to get biomass, meaning carbon, meaning manure, meaning anything that will rot, I get it. I take it and I put it in my manure spreader and I spread it out on the land. So let's head over. We'll show you a spot that we're going to be spreading manure today. Not manure. We're going to be spreading wood chips and sawdust today. And we'll show you where I spread it last year. And it's going to blow your mind, guys. The incremental growth that occurred after I spread this wood chip debris. People fussed at me and said it'll never work, it'll never work. Just wait. Let's go down there and see it. All righty. That's the ABI manure spreader. We'll get back to that. We'll show you exactly how it all works. I like teaching you how farm equipment works. This is called a cast loader, and we're going to be using a smooth bucket from Tri-L Manufacturing to load up the manure spreader. The cast loader is super impressive. You'll see that in just a second. Garden's looking pretty rough right now. Here's our sawdust pile we're going to be spreading here in just a second. Here's what you need to know, the before and the after. This is what the land look like right across the way here, and we're gonna go see that next. This is what it looked like before. Do you see this? That is hard as a rock, right? There's no biomass in this soil. There's a little manure right here from where the cows were in not too long ago, but it's just not happening fast enough. You see these bare spots? There are bare spots everywhere, all throughout here. Whether the soil has nutrient or not, the bare spots like that are basically baking anything that's trying to grow out in this pasture. And as you can see, there's just sparse grass, a lot of weeds, and a lot of bare spots. Now, something we've done here on the farm is bale grazing. This is from an area that's been bale grazed, but right now it's really dry out. The hay debris right here will slowly rot. You can see down in there, it's starting to compost and starting to rot. In about 2 years, we'll really see some results from all the hay that we roll out on the land. It'll look like that. Now, this is where we're gonna be spreading all of our wood chips today. So we'll pull in here with a manure spreader and we'll just sling chips, wood chips, and also sawdust and shavings. We're gonna show you the shavings and we'll show you the sawdust before we start spreading it so you know what it's all about. And I've got a semi-truck load of shavings up here from a furniture factory that's local. So this is all cuttings off of wood that was waste product from a furniture factory. No chemicals or no nothing like that, no preservatives, just raw shavings. And here's a shavings pile. This was a semi-truck load of wood chips and shavings, and here's what it is. That's all it is right there. It's more powdery than what we're getting ready to go look at, but this is what it looks like. Okay? Now, that being said, these shavings will be scooped up, and you can also see the results of these shavings being right here. And just the water runoff from the shavings has created beautiful grass right in here. So it's something that's super important. We've got to have biologic material in our soil. Now, will I be able to scoop all this up? Nope. At the end, I'm gonna go around with a drag harrow and I'm gonna drag this out and spread it all out the best I can. But the proof's in the pudding. Look how much greener the grass is right here versus out in that pasture right there. It's a lot more lush, a lot more thick, and we're gonna spread all this pile out into this pasture. Let's go show you the wood chips, and we'll show you the section of pasture that I fixed up last year by spreading wood chips on it, and it did fantastic. It's unbelievable. I was just naysayed to death on this. People told me it wouldn't work, and it totally works. This is gonna blow your mind, but where we're standing right now with lush, thick, tall, awesome grass looked exactly like what we just stepped off of over there by that sawdust pile. It looked exactly like that, guys. All I did was spread a lot of wood chips out on this. I'll get you some footage rolling of me spreading wood chips. It took me about 2 hours, and it was probably 10 dump truck loads of wood chips that I spread on this hillside. This was forest at one point. It was gully washed, it was forest. I cut the timber in here and I opened it up so we could have good pasture for the cows. And look at what the results are. Look at what it produced. This is fantastic forage, guys. Look at all this. There are some weeds in here, and that's okay. They're only weeds. I'll show you the wood chips that we spread on this section of pasture right here. And I mean, it's amazing. It's just absolutely amazing. Look at this. This is waist deep in grass. That's awesome. Doesn't get any better than that. I'm gonna show you how we do it. Now, if you don't have a manure spreader, I suggest you get a manure spreader. Check out ABI, they make great manure spreaders, or just go on Facebook Marketplace. They're out there. People don't use these things, guys. They buy them, they use them once or twice, and then they quit using them. I don't know why you do that. Keep using it. Muddy. Muddy. A little mud never hurt. All right, here we are. This is where the landscape company has been dumping Wood chips. I've asked them to stop dumping here in this middle of this pasture right here for obvious reasons. I told them they could dump here one time and then they just kept on dumping and I can't catch them. So they just keep coming and dumping. Hopefully once I get this all spread out, they'll stop dumping right here, but I'll take it. It's free, right? It doesn't cost me a dime. These are wood chips and these wood chips have been composting, okay? You can see underneath here, see how black that is? That's that good black soil. You see this? This is the building block of life, guys. It's carbonaceous material. Do you see how dry it is on the top? But only dig down a ½ inch and it's soaking wet. What does that do for your soil? Well, that helps retain moisture in your soil. So if we've got bare spots, just like you saw over in that other pasture where I was knocking on the ground, we put this stuff down, it provides moisture. Moisture allows the seed bank to grow, and the seed bank grows, penetrating down through the hard pan, through the hard soil, and thus we get luscious, beautiful, and green pastures. So let's go get the manure spreader and load this stuff up and have some fun. Contact. Get in there. Called Gear Hugger. It's a plant-based lubricant. It's great for the chain. all this process is based off life is not just N, P, and K. It's not just fertilizer that creates life, guys. It's mycelium, it's bacteria, it's building soil. Not making grass turn green, but building soil. Now, what we have here is called the ABI manure spreader. I'm gonna walk you around it and show you what it does. So from the back of the tractor, we're gonna start. We've got 2 hydraulic hookups. One hydraulic hookup drives the chain system, which pushes material that direction. One hydraulic hookup drives this critter right here. So you'll see this raising and lowering. This is called the gate. We fill it up. When we get ready to start spreading, we raise the gate. These drive the material from the bottom into these tines. These tines help to break up the material. So in case you have some hay or straw or really heavy clumps, which we may encounter, this will chew up those heavy clumps. These are the paddles, and the paddles swing, pop, pop, pop. They do exactly what paddles should do. They smack the material that comes out of here. So it's gonna come out, flying out into these, and these will smack it, and you'll see them flying way up into the air. This is driven all by a shaft system. Again, this is the ABI Classic Manure Spreader. This is an awesome machine for a farm my size. We're on about a 150 acre farm. Let's put it to work. I gotta drive this over, then I gotta go grab the cast loader and bring it over there where we can load up all this material. You are gonna be so surprised at how quickly the material just comes flying out of here. Literally, it takes 2 minutes to empty this entire thing, and we run it hot and heavy. I'll tell you why in just a second. So this is the cast loader. This is a mini articulating loader. Really cool. I'll post a link down in the video description for you guys. And what we're using is a Tri-L manufacturing bucket. I've already been using this. It's got a little dirt in it. Dirt never hurts. This is really cool because this not only raises up, but it extends outward too. So nice little machine. Again, I'll post a link to this machine's 57 horsepower, dual speed. Don't leave the window open. Ask me how I know. I broke the glass in this thing the first week I had it. Really cool. As we turn, the whole machine splits in half basically. Really interesting. You'll see it working up here. Guys, what a butt kicker of a day. Holy cow. I started this about 10 o'clock this morning. Just so you know, a tractor trailer load of sawdust is a lot. So here's what we've got. You can see where I spread the sawdust out, the sawdust and the wood chips. We probably got 4 loads of wood chips and about 12 loads of sawdust out here. Just want to show you guys what it looks like before. It looks way too heavy, right? This looks way too heavy, and what I've heard other people say is this is going to rob your soil of nitrogen. Well, it doesn't. It hasn't. What it's done is it's caused my soil to hold more moisture, and when it holds more moisture, what does that do? That brings more grass sprouts, more cows eat the grass, more cows poop and put out nitrogen. So what's happened is we have to really stop thinking about inanimate objects as soil. Soil is a living thing, and what in nature feeds soil? Biomass, carbon, rotting material. Things that rot build soil. Guys, that's the lesson today. Things that rot build soil. This will look exactly like that did that we took you over and showed you in about a year. It takes time. If we want to put a pill out here, we can come out here and spray straight nitrogen on it and watch it jump up. But what's that going to do? Destroy the microbial soil structure here. We're building soil structure, not just putting a pill on the land. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. This was a long day, a lot of work, and we got it done. The cast loader did great. The 574 did great. I can't say enough about these machines. I can't say enough about how to build soil, because building soil is what it's all about, not spreading fertilizer out on the land and watching it grow up and then not grow next year. Cool? Guys, thanks a lot. Please hit that like button. If you want to do this and you want to fertilize, you can do both. You can double up if you want to. This will help your soil for years to come. This will feed my farm for the next 10 years. It's amazing, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. Take care. Woo! Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't want to drive these machines back to the house. Let's go. Out of breath, talking out of breath. I'm so out of breath. Lung capacity test done here. I can't breathe. Here we go. Hang on. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, poop. I got a dirty lens on my camera today.